Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another post-market analysis video brought to you by Coin Learnity. As usual, we are going to be looking at the dollar index. Now, for this week, I was looking for bullish prices on the dollar index. So I was looking for bullish continuation on the dollar index. So this was where I was looking forward for price retest. That is, we have this other block here, this bullish other block. And I said that I was expecting the price to retrace to this other block before pushing higher, right? So let's go down to the 4 hours to see how it got into the other block. So as you can see, this was what we had during the week. So we had bearish movement from all the way from up here to this level here, to this other block, this daily other block on the 4-hour time frame. And what we are currently waiting for right now is a break of market structure or shift of market structure on the 4-hour time frame to push higher. Now, for this week, for those that were paying attention, I also said that you could take this retracement trades, that is the sell trades, from this level to the other block level here. So if you're paying attention, after the market made a shift of structure here, you would have taken advantage of this movement. So we had this movement from here. You have another block here. So you have taken this sell trade, lots of sell trade here, up until price got to this other block. So once price gets to this other block, you stop. So this was a trade that you would have taken advantage of. So now let's move over to dollar index to see what we have there, because the opposite of this, we are going to see the opposite of this movement on the dollar on Euro USD. So if the dollar is bullish, Euro USD is going to be bearish. Now most people do not trade the dollar index, but we use it to gauge the movement of the dollar. So we can trade pairs like Euro USD, Pound USD, most major pairs. So let's go to Euro USD and see what we have. So we have the opposite of that analysis here. We have bullish on the dollar index, then bearish on Euro USD. And as you can see here, we have similar setup also. We have a bearish order block here, which price retest. So now let's go down to the 4-hour time frame and see what actually occurred here. Now, as you can see, we had a break or a shift. You can call this a shift. This is a shift of market structure. Now after that shift, you have price moving towards daily order block. Now, what we're currently waiting for is for price to break this bullish structure so that we can now start taking bearish trades. So if you are paying attention, you'd have taken advantage of this retracement movement also. Now, how would you have done that? By taking advantage of this setup here, this after the break of or the shift of market structure here, you'd have taken advantage of this buy setup here. Now we have another block here, right? This is another block. So if you mark that out, you see that after price shifted structure here, it actually retested this other block, right? So this was the trade for this week here. And if you go down to the 1-hour time frame, let's go down to the 1-hour time frame. Now you can see how you would have gotten into this trade. So this was the 4-hour setup, and as you can see, price dropped into that 4-hour order block, made a high, right? This made a high right here. So at this retest of that high, that is at this retest of this other block, let me mark that out. So at the retest of this other block, you would have taken that trade. Now, why would I be looking forward to take the trade at this other block? Because if you look here, we had a liquidity sweep. Now, usually during this, when you have a liquidity sweep, you have to wait for structure to confirm that you are still going to go in your desired direction. So once you have this sweep, because this low, it did not close below this low, but it kind of went below this low. So you would want to wait for a more better confirmation. And what more confirmation do you need than structure? So that's why you have to wait for structure to break above this old structural high here. And once that happens, you see this retest of this other block. That will be your entry. So this was the trade this was the only trade for the week I saw on Euro USD. So let me get my position size here. So enter here. Stop loss goes below. The stop loss will be at this low, right? And what your target, your usual 1-to-1, which should be around this area. So this was where I got out at 1-to-1 mark. I got out of this trade. So guys, this was the trade for the week. Remember to always tune in for the pre-market analysis coming up, so that you're going to know what we're expecting for the coming week. Usually, we're going to be expecting the continuation of this bearish movement. That's the overall bearish trend, but we'll have to do that in a separate video. I'll have to explain that in the pre-market analysis video. So guys, watch out for the pre-market analysis video coming up. Also guys, I'll see you all in the next video.